Today we're unboxing the prototype for Mythic Battles Ragnarok from Monolith. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, I am so excited to open the Mythic Battles Ragnarok prototype from Monolith. Oh, what I am less excited about is what's going on up here. You see, if you've noticed in the last few videos, I've been wearing a hat, and there's a reason for that. It's to hide this kind of poofy emo thing I have going on. But one of our fans saw a photo of mine without the hat on. It looked a little bit like this, and her comment was, "Release the hair." So Angelica, if you're watching, this is for you. You asked me to release the hair. Well, here it is. This is what you get. It's embarrassing for me and not as much for you, but here it is, and I'm just gonna do this whole video looking like this. All right, now, it's my eye. Let's crack open this prototype business. Now, this box is probably bigger than what we need, and what's in here does not necessarily represent the final product, because the final product will look better. So keep in mind, as good as things might look in here, as good as those minis might look, the finals are going to look better. And I'm guessing there's probably no box inserts and stuff like that in here, so please keep that in mind. This does not represent the final product you will get when you back the Kickstarter. I want to really drive that home, because we've done unboxings of prototypes before, and I say on average, people, cool, they get it. It's not the final thing. You know, maybe something's broken because, you know, in shipping. Because I don't know if I showed you yet, but I don't know if you can see at the bottom. There's a hole right there. It's like this thing got speared by the people over at FedEx. So, anyways, here we go. So we're gonna crack this puppy open. We're gonna see what's in here. And you know what? I know even in prototype state, these minis are gonna look good. That's why I want to do this. Alright, so there's a lot of packing material. Okay, these things are loud. Oh, right. I've gotten this padding before. Huge fan of this kind of like prison cell bubble wrap thing they got going on here. Stuff is loud. Oh man. So there was a slight delay in getting this here. And not on Monolith's part. So at some point this package appeared in Tennessee, and it stayed there for like a week. I don't know what happened. In like Memphis, Tennessee. And at some point, it's my favorite part, it said it was going to arrive Tuesday before 5 p.m. And I was like, this is great. I've had them be off before and it just arrives the next day, you know, but I was like, I'm going to get it before the weekend. This is awesome. Check where it was. It was in Germany. Not even close. Not even close. So, needless to say, it didn't get it before 5. It did a week later, but okay. Oh, we gotta see the back of this. Hold on. I'm gonna try to be gentle because, like I said, prototype things tend to be fragile. Okay, prototype, work in progress. I love the image. I got a sneak peek of some of these images with the literature they sent me, because I got to read the rulebook ahead of time because I was prepping, and it got me pumped. It got me pumped, I gotta tell you. But I love this piece. This chick is so creepy. Like she's impaled. She's impaled through, and like she just walks around like that. Like, does she ever sit down? I don't know. Do you ever lay down? Like, she's just destined to walk forever. Like, they do look fresh, but she looks okay with it. She looks okay with it. So let's just move on. I'm just trying to flip it slowly because, like I said, prototypes can be fragile. Oh man, I love the artwork on this. The art Monolith puts out, it's just amazing. Everything they put out, the art is amazing. Come on. Oh, here it comes. I'm not going to judge too harshly. This is a prototype lid. Man, that was suction. A lot of suction. Okay. It smells fresh. There's always a smell with prototypes, like it's like fresh ink and plastic. Okay, so as you can see, there is no proper inserts. There's just a lot of paper, loose cards. These will all be packaged nicely in the final version. I know I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but we it's like, I think we got one comment, can't remember where it was, it really stuck with me, where somebody just, I don't know if they didn't get that it was a prototype, or I didn't do a good job of conveying that what we were looking at was a prototype, because they were not impressed with the quality of whatever I was showing, and they let it be known. I tried to explain to them, this is not the final, does not represent the final product. It is a prototype. There's cards everywhere in this situation. We'll go through these later. Hey, come on, give it. Okay, so I'm just gonna clear these aside, and these aren't gonna be in any particular order. There was an elastic band attempting to hold them together, so it's something. Okay, what do we got? We got a rule. This is for a prototype rule book. I gotta say, this is a decent rule book. Oh, I found another card. A decent rule book. How many pages we got here? I've already read this, but I never really checked the page count because I was reading it in PDF form. Well, there's a lot of pictures. I think the rules stop at page 28, maybe. Yeah, but just the artwork, like that's the box cover, so you've seen that. Like the artwork is awesome. So there you go. Bam. Oh, enjoy. I will. Thank you. Okay, we got a scenario book. Ooh. Take a little quick sneak peek at that. Oh, alright. Nice. I wasn't expecting a scenario book with this. I thought I was just going to be doing like just basic skirmishes. Alright, because yeah, so here's the deal. With Mythic Battles Ragnarok, you can play skirmish, and you just mano a mano, or 2-0 at 2-0. Gotta work on my Spanish. But yeah, you could do like 1v1, 2v2. I think you could do a free-for-all, but it's recommended not, as far as free-for-all 4 players. I think it's recommended that you do a 2v2 if you're going to do 4 players. And you team up. So there's some reference sheets. But yeah, so you can play the skirmish. You can play, well, all the modes kind of use this skirmish, rule set for combat. But then you can play a scenario where the scenario might set up, like, this team has to accomplish A, and this team has to accomplish B, and this is who's on this team, and this is who's on that team, and that's how this team loses, and that's how this team loses. So that sets up a whole nice little scenario for you. Oh, there's dice. There's like blue dice. I don't know, I'm not going to open this yet. It's blue dice. We'll look at the small stuff closer up in a bit. And I don't want to destroy this, so let's be very careful with it. Okay, this is shiny. That's a game board. We'll look at that in a bit. What else we got here? Oh, we got a few game boards. Okay, so we'll just spread those out. And the minis. Very excited for those. Like, Magic, it's very light. It's very light. Assuming there's a lot of packaging in there. Oh, that one's heavier. That one's heavier. one is heavier. What do we got here? Oh, nice. We got some sleeves. Right? You don't usually don't get sleeves in prototypes. I like that. And then here's our character boards. And you get Ziplocs. Your Kickstarter will not come in Ziplocs. Oh, these look neat. A lot of cool looking bits in here. Okay, now I've never played Mythic Battles Pantheon. I missed out on that one, and I was always kind of bummed that I did. So I'm assuming maybe some of the stuff came from Mythic Battles Pantheon. Maybe, maybe not. Because it's pretty early for them to have some of this stuff. So, but I know when there's prototypes, there's not many made, just a few, and they do cost quite a bit. Oh man, is that a taste of some of the minis we're going to be seeing? That's good. Okay, so since we got the camera up high, we've seen the rulebook. Let's look at the boards. Let's look at the boards. Don't get down. Check the minis. Bam! There you go. All right, so here is the first one. Laid it out for you. So these all fold. These all fold up and they're double-sided. We'll look at the other side in a bit. But I like that it's all one big foldy piece. You don't have to assemble it. But it makes sense because the art is so specific. It's not like a random assortment of tiles that you could just assort in any, or you can just assemble in any format you want. But the art on this is amazing. And I gotta say, I'm extremely impressed at the fact that this is a very glossy surface, but from what I checked on the camera, it doesn't look like we're getting a whole lot of reflection from the studio lights. I'm not sure how that's happening. We're just gonna go with it. But yeah, you got this whole Viking ship with ramps. Now the whole, if you notice, there's like these white lines everywhere, and that's what separates the areas, right? So, and the numbers on the areas, if I remember correctly, represent how many different units you can have on there. And then there's little symbols, like that's a polar area, I think is what it's called. So different areas have different effects, like that's a forest. And yeah, and there's different heights. If you notice, there's like, I don't know if you can notice in the camera, there's like these double lines and these arrows. So from here, you're looking up on people over here, which is neat. But great art, fabulous art. I like this. I wanna come in on the ship. The scenario book will tell you where you're supposed to start. Let's flip this puppy over. Look at this. Ooh, this looks very Valhalla-y. Is that, or not Valhalla? No, not Valhalla. Asgard-ish. Right? It's that tree. That looks like is it the tree of life? Is that what that is? That's what that looks like. Looks like the roots of it. I might be completely off. I'm pretty sure there's a name for this thing. Don't know what it is. Haven't read it. I'm just gonna guess. But yeah, looks cool. Looks cool. I see we got some red areas here. Those are, I believe, they block line of sight. Nice. Gorgeous artwork. I gotta say, I'm not gonna name any names, but have seen other skirmish games with environment that you play on that are not very pretty and look very cheap. These do not, and this is a prototype, and it already looks better than like half the final games that are out there in this genre. That's why I'm always so excited. What is this? I'm always so pumped to get stuff from Monolith because it always looks so good. Okay. All right. Now, what's happening here? We got like some lava running down and hitting this rock and then spreading. I know rocks block line of sight, but you can like climb or fly up there, or ascend. I believe that's an action you can do. There's a whole bunch of rocks to climb or ascend to. Seems to be a lot of these. I don't know if those are ruins or tombstones. I don't know. I didn't read the rule book for all the environment bits because I knew I wasn't going to retain it in the old noggin until it got here. So thought I would just wait. All right, here we got, what is this? Some sort of village after party? Oh no, it's like it's on fire. Oh, it's like a raid. This is the boats on the shore. Things are on fire. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so I'm familiar with this scene. I've raised a few cities myself. Okay, those are awesome. So we got 4 boards, double-sided. Well, 2 boards, double-sided, so 4 play areas. And now, I didn't knock anything over. No, okay, now, let's get down close. Look at some minis. Ta-da! All right. Now, I also, did you notice my new mat? The tables? It's from Game Toppers. Sweet. It's so nice. I want a neoprene mat that is themed to everything I play now. They're very nice. If you don't have one for your table, I recommend checking it out. This one's got our logo on it, kinda. It's really blown up, but it's there. I wanted something abstract. Anyways, this isn't about my fancy new mat. This is about Mythic Battles Ragnarok. All right. Okay, let's start with the cards, since they're right here. Let's jump through. Now, I know there's a lot of doubles in here. So let's just jump through a few of these. So the way these work is you have, when you play with this card, Hiram, or this character, you get his cards. He has 3 of them. That's what that indicates there. You get this, and you make a deck out of it. And then when you play them, then you get to activate that character. That's it. This doesn't know how to play. But, okay, so it's a good thing there's a lot of doubles, so it's just a nice piece of artwork. Let's look at the back. All the cards look the same on the back. But there's just nice artwork representing the characters. I always liked her, the Seers. Very nice. Oh, and those are the Active War cards? Art of War cards. Art of War or Active War. It's one of those. For sure, it's one of those. I need to know what's in. Damn it! At a quick glance, I couldn't find it. I didn't want to spend too much time on it because their short form is AOW, which could fit for Art of War or Active War. I think it's definitely one of those. Okay, so those are that's what those are. And you play those to pay the cost. So there's some superpowers that have a little bit of an extra cost to them, and that's what you use those things for. Okay, so these cards, you'll see they're a little mixed up because of the turmoil that the box went through getting here. But the art is amazing. Look at Freya. She's very eyeball. You know, there's something about no eyeballs. It's always a little creepy. It's always a little creepy. Now, she's really cool and extremely terrifying. Okay. I want her on my team because I do not want to be on this side of her. Hey, it's Loki. What the hell is those like a giant? Is that like a giant? Is that an otter and a bird? It is. These are it's like an otter and a snake and a horse and a trout. What's going on here? A fly? What's going on with Loki? Okay, and now, these are your Jarls, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And you take these cards, and when you get a troop is like your basic human players, your fodder. They're not as powerful as like the, if I remember this correctly, the Titans, the gods, the heroes, and the monsters. I did it! I'm pretty confident I did. There's troops, and the troops are mostly made up of humans, and they're not as strong, they're a little more expendable, but you can get them back. So, and then you can attach these things to them, and it gives them like some superpowers. So I'm gonna go through these quick. Let's talk through one. Like this one, for example. This troop gains the block talent, and I can't remember what that does exactly. I didn't read through all the talents, but I think it holds you in a location, or holds the enemy in a location. I might be wrong. Like I said, I didn't memorize all the talents because I didn't have the game till now. But things like this troop gains +2 attack while retaliating, because when you're attacked, you get a chance to retaliate. So having a little bonus to that is nice. Some of these are passive. I believe they're always active, and I think there's some of them that you have to actually destroy the Jarl to trigger it, kind of like a grenade. There's not an actual grenade. You know, like you use it and you throw it away, which is kind of like the opposite of a grenade. You throw the grenade and then it gets used. You know what? Let's continue. So these are the troops. So you'll get these guys and you'll attach the Jarls to them. You'll be like, hey, this guy gets this Jarl. Okay, more Art of War cards. Oh, these are runes. They can be used for a few things. And also in place of an Art of War card. 2 of those. Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought he looked really cool, but like, who put? You know, I know this. I get this is like an evil demon dog, but I can't help but, you know, as a dog owner, I can't help but feel sorry for the fact that he's got a sword through his face. Like, that's just wrong. Okay, so let's scoop by those. Loki, we've seen Loki. Ah, Thor. Cool. Thor always looks cool. Beowulf. Nice. I believe he's a hero. So I think he's one of the good humans. As in, like, not cannon fodder humans. Like these guys. So let's see if I can go through these quickly. They're always harder to hold when they're landscape. So I'll go through these. I can't go through these quick because I've screwed up their order. Oh, there she is. She's like my favorite because she's so creepy and so well done. She's so creepy and intimidating. And her too. I like the Seekers. Dun, 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 dun. I think he's got a cool power, like a reroll ability, or I think it's him. Big lizard thing, snake lizard, and the minotaur-like guy. Okay, so that was all for the cards. Wasn't so bad. Well, they've been pretty quick. I want to be playing this tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And hopefully I can get you a video soon. Not like beyond this unboxing. I'm hoping to get this unboxing out tomorrow, as well as playing it. Let's check out the dice. Oh, these are nice. These are nice. Are these just like, were these stolen from Pantheon? Because I never saw Pantheon. But these are really nice. They've got this like smoky feel to it. I love these. Let's test if they work. Oh, even the prototypes work. And not only that, everyone I rolled landed in frame. And that's a bonus. That means they work really well. They know how to work the camera. I love those. They have like this they have this subtle little texture to them. So that's super smooth. They're good. They're better. They feel great. I like those. Those gotta be some of my favorite dice. I feel like I've missed out not playing Mythic Battles Pantheon. Okay, let's check out these. I believe these are the runes? I think there's names for these. These are the things that you collect to win. I believe it's if you collect any team that collects 4 wins or absorbs 4. So you have to use your divinities to absorb them. This is a good test for me. You know what this looks like? Look like nasty teeth is what they look like. It's like they're all rotten and did you ever watch... I have some dentist friends, and I swear I've seen pictures of these things as like they're horror stories that they're not supposed to share with people, but they do. Everybody does. Okay, these are really cool looking though. These feel nice. All right, let's put those over there. And what's this? I don't know. Oh, I do know. These are sliders for the character cards, but there's little black things too. I don't know. These are rubber. So, these go here, I think. They punch in there, maybe. You know, it's a prototype, so I don't have to figure this puzzle out. Or maybe on the back. Maybe they go on the back, so like the paper goes there and this pins it in shut. I'm gonna keep those aside just in case we do a little test. But yeah, so it's a little window, so you would see your like attack, defense, range, speed, can't remember, and health. Oh, that's your special powers, I believe, are indicated under there. So there's a whole bag of those. Look at that. Let's put these away before those get lost. Get it. And now we get some of the player boards and these things. Oh, right. You're going to get some tokens. And I can't remember what these are for. They do something. See my dry skin there? That's what's happening on these. That's why it's covered up. Well, you don't have to put up with that. So we get a few character tokens and other tokens, and I can't remember for the life of me what these are for right now. Oh no, I do. I do know. Some characters will have tokens on their cards, and they'll say, hey, you need this character needs that many tokens, and then each token does something different depending on which character it is. So, see? So I'm not sure what the finals are going to look like. If they're going to be cardboard, or if they're going to look just like this, which are just like cutouts of the images on their cards. Alright, now here is... These are the player boards. Now, these are cool. These are thick. Oh, it just got half as thick because I had two of them in my hand. But these are thick. I don't know if the finals are going to be this thick, but these feel impressive. So I'm assuming these go here. And then these things... Hold on, sorry, are these bilingual? They are. They are bilingual. How about that? Well, it's the English side, so that side's for me. Yeah, and I'm assuming you put these little black things back here to like hold these in place. I'm just gonna half-ass attach one of these. Oh, you know what? That wouldn't be pretty easy. They're rubber. Let's do that. I'm surprised they're not plastic. Well, again, prototype. I don't know what the file's gonna look like, but those are cool. So then you just slide this down. Bam. And because the rubber actually sticks in place when you slide it down. Neat. So you can see as they take damage, the values go down. So let's go through these quick. And we're in 4K, so you can just stop. And I'll keep the English side up. Wait, nope, that was not the English side. I failed. I failed you like instantly. Are these all the French? Nope, they're kind of like a little... Some of them are French side up, other ones are not. Okay. If I forget to flip one over, forgive me. Well, this card has been well played. Oh, nope, there you go. Poor puppy. Every time I see that dog, I feel bad for him. Yeah, this English side. Ah. Okay. And... Man. Nice. Okay, so those are all the stats. Oh, get an idea of the... There's quite a few characters there. I like that. I like it. I like options. So yeah, your troops won't get these. Your troops get those the simple cards that are like this thickness. You know, they look like that compared to, well, that's a whole bunch of them. But you know what I'm saying. Troops get like normal card thickness, and the other guys get these cool boards with adjustable strengths. And that's because when a troop gets hit, they pretty much just die. Like a troop will consist of like 3 to 4 or 5 minis, and then every time he takes 1 point of damage, 1 mini dies. When there's no more minis, there's no more troop. Okay. Should we open the heavier one or the lighter one? Let's just do the heavier one first. Okay. There's foam and a bunch of minis. Okay, so as you can see, they're just kind of in there, well protected in foam. So let us see what we got in here. A lot of little foam bits. Okay. Now, sometimes I use the turntable, and the turntable is not currently charged, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. And I'm afraid I'm going to miss something in here. Oh, there's I'm going to try to guess the names. No, I'm not. I'm just going to stop. I think this guy is the Oath Breakers? I think they're definitely the Oath something. They're like the zombies of the group. Really nice. Like, I like all the ripped clothes going on in here. His face looks really messed up. Let's see if we can zoom in on there. Yeah, like he needs a dentist. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what these look great. Okay, so I'm gonna be gentle because I don't know what they're made out of. I don't want to break anything. I've gotten prototypes before with really complex minis and not necessarily from Monolith, but they that prototype came packed with glue. Glue, because they know that prototypes break. So I appreciate that. Oh, he is awesome. He's awesome. That's the Hiram, I think his name was. He looks super cool. A giant ass weapon. How big is he compared to, like, I'm assuming this is roughly the size of a human. Oh man, look at that. This is why the troops die with one hit. And these guys have the special boards. Wow, that is, like, you don't want to have just like this while this is coming. You're done. You're done. Sorry, I got distracted, but I want to be gentle with these. Super nice. I love the horns and the details and the fabric. And you can tell that's like leather and hand woven. This feels very fragile right now, so be really careful with that. All the details in his like necklace. Crazy. It's like a bunch of bones on there. Very careful. Very careful. Usually a final product is just kind of, they're made sturdy. When they're final, they're made sturdy. But when they're prototypes, I'm always a little nervous. Because I don't know much about fabrication. I don't know what these things are made out of. Nice. I like those. Was that like Celtic knots? Is that what it is? Looks good. Let's get a little closer on this guy. Sorry if the camera shakes when I touch it to zoom in. It tends to do that. But I want to give you guys the best view. Nice. Maybe I should just do all the small guys from this perspective. Okay. Oh, we got more of these guys. We've seen him. Yeah, so we're going to get some multiples, so we can skip the multiples. What do you got here? I'm trying to take the small guys out of here. A lot of foam. Okay. I think all we got is big guys left, so let's zoom out. Okay, I'm so afraid to break something. Okay. Oh, Thor. Thor. You know what? I always thought Thor would be a little more human-sized, but nope. Nope. That Mjolnir is going to mess you up. Crap. Like, in a good way. Like, these are fantastic. These are such, like, epic minis. Nope. Thor's Mjolnir's got a little bit of foam on him. Get it. Packing foam. So far, this prototype, the only thing it seems like it's lacking is an insert and proper card sorting. So, what an awesome prototype. Look at this guy. So I just want to take some time and admire this. All the detail on his face. And like the hammer, it's so good. Crazy. So clean too. The chunky fur, the wraps on his boots. And I like how all the layers look. They're so good. It's good separation there. Awesome sauce. Oh, here's the Fenrir. Is that what the doggy's name is? They're it's the one with the poor. Yeah, he's got the sword in his. Who did that to him? As a dog lover, I'm upset. Look, he's got some like damage in there. It looks like something attaches there. Something attached there? No, I don't know what's going on there, but intrigued. So it looks really cool. Let's get a close up on that face of his. Oh, That's gotta hurt. Whose sword is that? That's a big sword. Like, it's not this guy's sword. Actually, it could be. It could be his sword. What an ass. Okay. Oh, here's Loki. He's dressed for a night out in town. And maybe some casting. Oh, look at the detail on that jacket. Even the bottom here. It's like a fur lining on the inside. You gotta stay warm. You gotta stay warm, Loki. Zoom in on him. Love all the little details. Sword on his side. His fingers, like the individual fingers and the knuckles. You see the veins in his hand, like, or the bones in his hands. It's awesome. Awesome. Who do we got now? Who are you, little birdie? Say little birdie. Oh, it's Freya. It's not a bird at all. Yeah, I'll show you where my confusion came. See, I just saw this. Looked like a bunch of feathers. It's Freya. It's her feather cloak. Her hair's so pretty. Sorry, I just want to. I love how it like. I love how they did her hair. Again, all the little details in there. Her hair is on the inside too. She got a lot of hair, so it's everywhere. The detail on those feathers, like actually the feathers have. It's time to zoom in. You can actually see the individual, like, are those bones in the feathers? Is that what you would call it? The details on her purse, or actually it's more like a fanny pack. Great bone structure. And a little cameo. I like the way the fabric hangs off her arm. I think so far my favorite model is Thor. They're all amazing. Oh, well, let's just look at her close up since we already zoomed in. Yeah, well, she looks a little messed up, but it's because she is messed up. She's like partial naked lady, partial naked demon. And like, what's going on with her? Are those horns? Like, is that her hair? Is it roots coming out of her head? I don't know. Don't know, but you can see it's like they have the muscle fibers. That's what it looks like. Oh, it's disturbed. And like she's floating. I love that little detail. The fact that she's like floating off of the base. And each individual little toe modeled. Okay, let's zoom out so we can see her proper like. I love that she's floating off that. It looks so cool. What a great use of like the hair. Okay. I got this big boy. Oh, there's a snake lizard. He's the heaviest one, I think. He's got a corkscrew tail, a little piggy, or a giant piggy that will eat your village. I like the detail of that corkscrew tail. It's pretty large. How big is he compared to one of our humans? Oh yeah. So I'm assuming this guy falls into the monster category. And that's a good size. Like you're thinking If you're gonna go fight a monster, that's a good-sized monster. It's not absurd. Like, you know, it still looks like it's going to destroy you. But yeah, like what's going on? Like, who thinks of putting all that little detail in there? Very nice. He's wrapped around some sort of like rock dealio. Okay. Anything else in here? Well, I'm assuming there's nothing else in the bottom here, but I could be very wrong. I'm very wrong. There's a whole bunch of minis down here. There's a whole bunch of minis. I was so wrong. I couldn't have been any wrong. Like, just give you an idea. Those are all minis. So, but there's a lot of doubles, so we're gonna go buy this. Pretty. Ooh. Don't want to get anything to catch. Oh, are those the? I think they're the berserkers, the guys with the bear heads. Like bear pelts is more accurate. Not, they don't actually have bear heads, because you know in this world that could be a thing. Could very well be a thing. You can see his human head right under there. It's a nice shot of him. It's a nice silhouette. When a guy wearing a dead bear runs out of the woods, you just run the other way. Just run the other way. And there's a few of those guys. There is like, I'm just going to put him back. But there's like three of the bear people. I think they're the berserkers. Oh, and these are the wolf pelt people. Smaller, lighter animal, but look, he's ripped. Look at the arms on this guy. Looks so good. It's got a smart use of the, looks like the tail of the wolf, I'm assuming. Nobody with arms like that would just wear a fox. Alright, let's put him in there. And like this foam, although it protects the minis well, catches on all little bits, so I don't want to like lift them and snap a sword off or something. Get rid of that bit. Okay, so we've seen this guy. Yeah, we've seen him before, because we have one of him right there. Okay, so there's multiples of him. If I remember correctly, again, I'm trying to remember these names and I only really kind of glanced at them. Shield Maiden? But great, like, energy in that pose. Like, she's, like, charging in, man. She's not messing around. And look at the length she's got on that sword. Like, when that comes around, her running and the sword all the way back there, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Okay. What else we got? We got a lot of her. There's like 4 of her, in case I'm miscounting. And then we got, oh, whose head is that? She looks badass. This has got a very like, oops. I'm playing with the female character in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Getting a strong vibe of that character. She looks so good. She looks so good. Such a powerful pose. Alright, and oh, and here is, I think that's the, oops. I think that's the guy that lets you reroll. If that's the power I'm remembering correctly. He likes his belts, hey? Look at him, Mr. Accessory. Showing off. Very nice, very nice. Who else we got here? Is this, I don't want to miss anybody. In this foam, a lot of them no, I did miss somebody. No, hold on. Yeah, there was the girl holding the head. And then there's It's like the same version. It's not. It's like the same girl, but she's holding up a shield. Is that like a variant or a completely different character? I don't know. But now I want to check if... I like looking at the details and the costumes. But now I want to check if there's any other variants. I don't think there's any other variant. I don't even know if she's a variant or just a completely different character. She looks like a variant. Or we've seen this, haven't we? No, this is Beowulf, I believe. Or not. Is there only one of him? Yeah, I think this is Beowulf. Based on the card. Such a great, strong pose on these characters. Or poses on these characters. Look at his face. He looks intense, man. He's in a fight. He's in it to win it. Okay, and then we got here. Oh, this is the Seers? Seekers? I think they're Seers, if I remember. I'm trying to go by memory here. Ooh. I like the artwork on them, and I like the robe setup she has. Like, when there's little, intricate little details like this on a mini, love it. She's holding a little sack. And, like, what I love about this is, like, I love how I can see every little finger wrapped around that sack. And, like, these are pretty small compared to, like, check it out. It's tiny. I'm zoomed in so I can see. Like, they're not like they're good. They're good scaled minis, but detail on these are wicked. She's got a bunch of braids, like beads, in her hair. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, that was. I think there's only one more in this box. Then we go to box number 2. Box number 2 is a lot lighter, so I'm assuming. Oh, we've seen this guy. We've seen him. Keeps popping up. Okay, that was everything. Now, I'm pretty sure I can see brown at the bottom. I don't think this box is anymore. Unless this is like a Mary Poppins bag situation. We're at the bottom. Okay, so let's open up. Let's open up this one. So I'm being very gentle. It was like going through a minefield of minis. All the foam bits. It's good use of all the things that got cut out. Like all the holes. Oh, there's not mini in here. I think is there only one mini in here? There might be only one mini in here. You know what? I said that before and there was like 20 other minis. So I'm gonna keep checking. Sorry, look at him. This new base is distracting. Look at him. Yes, it's like the Incredible Hulk had a baby with a Minotaur. Loves big feet. He's heavy. Oops, oopsie. I said he's heavy. I want to get a close look at this face. Look at those teeth. Look at the detail on that. I love that face pose. The belt. Look at his legs. This guy is jacked. He's got little skulls on his belt. Is that actual size to like a person's skull? It is. I love the attention to detail. Those skulls, as you can see here, are like the proper size for the human minis, the troops. That's terrifying. He just wears them as like an accessory. I love his face. That's like my favorite jaw. That's great. Okay, anything else in here? Yes. Yes, indeed. But a lot of repeats, which is good because there's a lot of trees and I want the trees. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trees. Did I count that right? Unless I miscounted, 10 trees. So, zoom out. Okay, so it's a tree. It is dead. These are the best for throwing. Now, if I remember the rules correctly, I like this little skull at the base. If I remember the rules correctly, you'll put this on the level and you could actually throw it at people. Okay, so there's 10 of those. We have more Oathbreakers. That's these guys, if I'm remembering their name correctly. A bunch of those. We have some more, and then we have my favorite piece of art. I'll keep her for last. Okay, I don't think we've seen her before. Her shirt's torn. This is shaking. Okay, she's cool. She's cool. She's like the other girl that was running with the sword behind her back, but not as, like, she doesn't look like she's gonna hit as hard when she reaches where she's going. And we have a few of these. How many of these do we have in here? This will be 6, 7, 8 of these? I think there's 8 of these. The little runes. I think you can throw these at people as well, I believe. Like little etchings on them. All the etchings the same? They look the same. I'm gonna assume they are. Now here is our girl on the box. She looks a little less bloody, and I think these are in a different position than they were in the box. Spears, but she looks, oh, her legs are cut up. Or burnt up. She's still, it's just something cool about the fact that, and terrifying, cool and terrifying, that she's got these spears through her body, but yet she seems okay with it. She seems okay with it, and I'd hate to see what she did to the people that put those things there. That, yeah, I kind of want her on my team. I want to draft her right away. Okay, I believe that was it. Yes, that was all of it. That was all of it. Okay, let's stop that. Put that aside. Thank you very much for joining me on this adventure of unboxing this prototype. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of, my mind is kind of everywhere. I'm thinking like, I want to play this. When can I play this? Well, I hope, oh, I missed these. Just gotta show you one. Just gotta show you one of these sleeves. Hey, come on. Bring this back. There you go. Bam. And that's a sleeve. Now that's it. Now we're done. So, like, thank you for joining me on this. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I am so pumped to play this, and this is going to be an awesome Kickstarter. What I'm really looking forward to is if the game looks this awesome now, what are the stretch goals? Are they going to be stretch goals? They do stretch goals, right? I'm trying to think back at Monolith. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Batman had stretch goals. So I'm hoping stretch goals, and they're probably going to be awesome, and there's going to be so much stuff. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Okay, cool. Again, I hope you enjoy this. I will see you next week. That is all. Go Ragnarok. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.